Hi, hello. Group dynamic and social pressure and how it influences in a human behavior. This is the topic which I am going to explain here. Actually, when we see nowadays the current situation, there are many things which we can find in a group. And if you take an individual separate from the group, we can be able to interact with them with the actual point. If you are if you have behavior of an individual will be different within a group. When they come separately out of the group, their behavior must be different. So for that, we need to have a interaction with them. Then we can understand, or we can inquire about the the reality, why they are with them in that group, and they are chanting the same thing which the whole group is following, without understanding why they are chanting or what it is. They don't even know what reason behind that, and they are just like herd of a sheep. They are just following them without knowing the actual things. So when we talk to them separately, we can be able to convince them with the real facts. So for that, what are the significant effects which I will check here. I have done some research on this topic, which is more relevant, and it is like situational need. So, group dynamics refer to the interactions and process that occur within a group of people. These dynamics are influenced by various factors, roles, norms, and cohesion. So, what are the roles here which we need to focus? Individuals often take on specific roles within a group without knowing the actual reason why they are, or for what the reason they are there. Example: leader, mediator, follower. These roles can dictate behavior and expectations. So when we see a group of people protesting or acting different in a public area, we can be able to see the group will be led by a leader, or there will be these people will be the who are standing there supporting them must be their followers. So they need to know what the leader is saying. For that also, they will be having a mediator to convince. They will take that point itself, only that point they will take, and they will start following them. Me. They will also start following like a goat, like a sheep. They will start following them without knowing the actual scenarios. So these are the roles which they are getting influenced by. Norms. Groups develop norms which are unwritten rules that dictate acceptable behavior. These norms help maintain order and predictability. So they will be having the norms, or the norms will be associated with the groups, and these people who are blindly following these role models or the leaders, they will just follow that. They will think that norms are correct, even though they are it is not, or they are not in actual point. Cohesion is the strength if the bonds between the group members. High cohesion can lead to better cooperation, but may also result in upthinking. If you have a brain to upthink, then that will be great. Unless blindly following the leader or whoever is giving the speech over there, just use your brain, and if you think wisely or think differently from them, or if you have your own thoughts, then you would be not fall for that norms. Communication patterns, how information is shared within the group. Effective communication can enhance group performance. Here in some places, I have seen that the followers who are following the leaders or the group, the majority of the group members doesn't know what's the topic is, why they are doing the protest or whatever. But because the one who is leading the protest must have been not given the actual knowledge. These people who are following blindly with the flags, they don't know the reason why they are there. So there isn't the communication problem. They are just saying, hold this flag, go stand in that square and start protesting and start chanting certain chords. But they don't know what's the proper way. They don't know the why this is happening. Because the group leader or the group majority of the group members they don't have the communication. This is very difficult to adjust or align with a group with a different kind of thoughts. To be involved in that group or to be a part of that group, you are adapting their culture, their lifestyle and their thought process, which is far away from your culture. You are not in that culture, but just to be a part of that group, you are trying to adapt that culture. And if you are having a self-identity, or if you have that stamina, you will think that whether I am doing good or not as involved with this group. That is difficult actually. For me, it is very difficult to adjust with a group which is not in my strategy. Compliance is changing one's behavior in response to direct request. This can occur due to perceived authority or social norm. That is what happening. Compliance is what happening, which I said you, because there will be a authority, and that we are this for pleasing that authority, just influencing that authority's norms. You are just following that. You must be like become the fan of that authority, that you started following their norms. You don't have your own identity to think that whether you are doing good or not. Is it acceptable in a civic society? Those norms which that authority is doing, that you have to think about. Obedience, following orders or instructions from an authority figure. And yeah, we are obeying our parents, our elders, or our teachers, and our like senior in our senior officials whom we are reporting. Yeah, we are obeying them, and we are obedience in front of them. But when it comes to a stranger or a cult group, it's cult or whatever it is, but when the whole world knows, they are aware of it, that this group is harming the society, harming the civic society. But for what reason you are obeying that authority and becoming a follower or fan of them? Just, you are not a star, they are not a star, or they are not any person which you have to admire, and you are just blindly admiring them and following their footsteps. Where you will reach? Actually, I want to tell this to the students, because they are the future generations, the young ones, the younger ones, young adolescents who are the future. They have to concentrate on their studies. Instead of that, they're going for protesting. It is not for any good reason. The decision making process, the majority of the group members must be not the followers. They must be not knowing what these group heads or the leaders or the main people there are making. They are just blindly following them without knowing what will be the conclusion or what will be the climax. They will be just following, and they don't know even what will be their ill effect. It may cause harm to them also, that they have to think. They have to use their brain wisely before joining any kind of cult groups or any kind of protest. it is mere a social pressure. Yeah, social pressure or social influence involves the ways which individuals' behavior, attitude, beliefs, and influenced by are influenced by others, not by them. So it has two various forms: conformity and compliance. In psychological terms, we call it as conformity, adjusting one's behavior or thinking to align with group norms. The classic studies by Solomon Asch. Peer pressure, which happens with the students, young adults who are in universities or in colleges. For them, peer pressure is more influenced. So they will be influencing by the peer. They are in universities. If you find, there are various student categories from different culture, traditions, and all. When they come in an university, if they have like leadership qualities, they will start it will influence. They will start brainwashing the other students to be in a part of their group. And it is happening, which we can see. So with that influence, you are falling in a trap, and you are you are misusing your identity, and your parents money also, because they are spending for your studies in universities, and you, instead of focusing on studies and exams and all, you are just coming under the peer pressure. These peers which you are blindly following, for them there is no future. They know that today they are here in the university, tomorrow they are going to join in any terrorist organizations. If you are willing to do that, it is up to you, because you are the one who is ruining your future. Think about your parents, and before falling for such kind of peers, and even the university authorities have to find the steps against it. Social influence in social facilitation and inhibition, the tendency of people to perform differently in a presence of others. Yes, because sometimes they will be they will be having the urge to wanting in that group. For that reason, they will act like that group. They will be act as if they are in the same way.